Now, I put out a 2-part video concerning the Monique situation where everybody was telling her to take the $500,000 that she was offered by Netflix for a comedy special. They said that she wasn't talented, she wasn't relevant. They said that she hasn't done stand-up when she has been doing stand-up. They have this line, "You're only as famous as your last film," and the last film budget was $17 million and that movie made $43 million, I believe. So yeah, she made double the money back for that movie. And people were saying Amy Schumer is funnier, and they were coming up with all kinds of excuses because they didn't want to give up Netflix. If they didn't want to give up Netflix, they should have just shut the fuck up. That's all I would want someone to do in that position. But the reason why they couldn't shut up is because their spirit was vexed. They felt some type of way for her asking them to boycott Netflix in the first place. You know, with everything that is said about Black unity, community, and standing up for ourselves, this would have been simple to shut down Netflix and go over to Hulu. But people were making excuses. Don't tell Black people what to do with their money. This is their little bit of enjoyment. Some Black people don't have cable, as if this was going to kill their Black ass, like I said in the last video. But this really showed me and opened my eyes to why we're in the situation we are, why we're a permanent underclass, because we have no unity. A lot of Black people within our community are very happy with this system. They like being in a white nationalist system. They like being free range chickens in this system. So they are quite comfortable with their $1,000 one-bedroom apartment that they can hardly pay and having to make car payments on a used lemon while watching their Netflix. So we're basically happy with that. And there's no way we're going to do something that may jeopardize our comfort or entertainment to help one of our own out. But all of this over a white-owned company. As much as people want to talk about the blue-eyed devil and the white man is the devil, okay, you can't give up his Netflix. You can't give that up. You're going to keep that, and you are going to throw Monique under the bus to keep that, but you want people to believe that you don't like this system when everything that you do says you enjoy this system to the fullest. You just don't want to be killed. You just don't want to be painted in a certain way. And if that can be done, cool. I've been 100% on Monique's side from the beginning. And like I said, whether you like her acting choices or not, this woman has to get a job and pay the bills. That's what she has to do. And as far as her husband, people were being so disrespectful to her husband. I was under the impression that everybody wanted to see Black love. Everybody's screaming about swirling on the internet and swirling this and using the B, bed, W word and the C word for anybody who is in an interracial relationship. So now you see this Black man who is supporting his wife, who is going to bat for his wife, and they drug him through the filth. Everyone was so desperate to drag Monique because when she asked them to just boycott Netflix, it was simply as, you know, saying, I'm not going to do it, and continuing to have your Netflix. But you saw this influx of videos, you know, talking about her, talking down on her, talking about her family, and just saying these disgusting, nasty things and untrue things, and trying to slander her at every turn, to the point that there were even white people who were saying, what is wrong with you Negroes? she's doing business, she's making business decisions, she's making business moves. There's nothing wrong with what she's doing. If she feels like that she's not being paid enough, then why shouldn't she try to get more? They didn't understand what was going on as far as why Black people were going at her neck. So, and it's because they understand the nature of business deals, and they also understand what those award statues mean, like the Academy Award, the SAG Award, the Golden Globe Award, the Critics Award. They know what those awards translate to. That's why they were confused on why so many Black people were doing Monique like this and saying these things out on social media, which to me, it's been embarrassing. I don't hear these people talking anymore. They were so happy to join in the dysfunctional disrespect of just saying stuff about this woman. But after she shows the receipts, then everybody is quiet as a fucking mouse around here. Nobody has anything to say. This was so embarrassing, but it was much needed because it's an eye-opener. As much as Black people are on social media and out there talking about Black first, Black unity, I want Black this, Blackly Black that, is bullshit. At the end of the day, I don't believe it. Because you can see, as soon as a Black person asks you to do something, that they're not asking you to come out your pocket. They are actually trying to put some money in your pocket. Like, you can give that up for a little bit, put that money in your pocket, or you can take that little bit of money and go over to Hulu and spend it, or another platform. The person wasn't asking you, hey, you know what, come out of pocket, help me do this, do that. Personally, I just saw a story of a woman who lives in a certain area here in Indiana. She's sitting in front of a fucking fireplace. She lives in a place where you have to be well-to-do to stay there. And with no question asked, there was a GoFundMe set up for her husband for medical bills that I'm sure they can pay. They should have the best insurance in the world for where they live. Back to Monique, like I said, people have been quiet. They haven't said anything about her. They were talking about this woman. They were caping for Amy Schumer's unfunny, untalented ass. And now they're out there looking dumb, and now you don't hear a word. Nobody has anything to say. Everybody got shut down, and now everybody's fucking quiet and has no 2 cents to put into this. But when this broke, this Jawn Murray person, I already knew who he was from the jump. That's why I didn't jump on it right away, because I knew what it was when he said he has receipts when he started this rumor, and then he's expressing this enthusiasm for Tyler Perry. Okay, you can put 2 and 2 together. But this dude is another gay Black dude who's coming for Black women. And this is something that's common within the gay community. As much as Black women like to side with the LGBT community, there's a lot of Black men in there that talk about you as dirty as some of these dudes who are followers of Tommy Sotomayor. It's because they wish they were a Black woman. But he said, so a few militant, nappy-headed, #angry Black women are mad I used nappy-headed earlier. Do me a favor, get a life and get a perm. How's that? Now, Black women have to take responsibility, because Black women will allow gay men to step over boundaries and lines with them, and to speak with them and come at them at that way and laugh and kiki with them. They feel like they now can just step over boundaries and lines and say stuff like this. This is very disrespectful. It's very nasty. And like I said, this is coming from a Black male, just a Black gay male. It doesn't sound anything different from the stuff that you hear out there on social media when it comes to nastiness being thrown towards Black women. He's been shown as an outright black woman hating, lying piece of shit. He did not have any receipts. There was no $3 million offer. I mean, I'm sure you've already seen it. It is a shitty deal. Nobody in their right mind should take, not even somebody coming into the business new, should take this deal. I don't know where they get off. This was disrespectful. Like I said, this woman is an Academy Award winner, Golden Globe winner, SAG Award winner, Critics Award winner, People's Awards winner. Those awards translate into checks. This is why you have so many people who want them so bad. You had Denzel who wanted it, Tom Hanks who wanted it. You had all these people who wanted that award because it can translate into more money for you. It has always translated into more money. It could take you from a $1 million per movie maker to a $20 million movie maker just like that over that award. And it has done that for certain people in a demographic. But you notice that once our demographic gets that award, they are basically shut out because these people know they would have to end up paying them more, so they don't want to look bad by lowballing people. Nasty and gross and disgusting and underhanded as they are, they don't want that exposed to the world. So Monique is not one of those who was going to fade away into the background and not say anything, because she was just supposed to take the little crumbs off the bottom of the executive shoe and be happy with that. Now, this said that she would have a 1-hour special at a date and location approved by Netflix. Netflix owns the copyright and programs and controls of all of it. They basically owned her material that she would have. And they knew by doing that she would have some great material. The things that she would be talking about that's happened, including Oprah, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, just spilling everything out there. They were going to make some coins off of her. Not only were they going to make a lot of coins just on that, they were going to recoup what they lost by giving Amy Schumer a special, plus some. Netflix retained all audio only rights in and to the special. For 12 months, that's 1 year after the special premieres, Monique cannot tape or negotiate with any third party with respect to her next comedy special. After 12 months, we get first negotiation, first refusal rights for her next special. So basically for a year, they get first dibs on her next special. She cannot go to anyone else for anything else for a year. She is supposed to survive off of $500,000 being an Academy Award winner. Okay. And how big her name is and how much longevity she's had in this industry. For 24 months after our premiere, we asked that Monique not perform or use the material from our special in any recorded program, audio only or audio visual work. Then we asked for a first negotiation, first refusal right after the 24 months in the event she does want to use the material elsewhere. Monique gets written and performed by credit, EP credit, and company logo credit. Monique agrees to market and promote the special. Netflix retains creative and business control, including choice of production company and final cut. For the above, I can offer a talent fee for $500,000, with Netflix also covering the production budget at $310K for an all-in fee of $810,000. All terms confidential to this party. Reserves rights to add and revise the above. These terms shall expire the date of December 20th, 2017. Once closed on the material term, I will draft the paperwork for signature. Thanks. Where's the $3 million in this? Where is the up to $3 million in this? I don't see it anywhere. I don't see it anywhere. And I knew that this was all a bunch of bullshit and lies, because if Netflix offered her more money and she was out there saying these things about them, they would have released that day one she made the first statement. But they couldn't, because they knew that they only offered this $500,000. And then not only that, tax. She's going to be taxed. So what is she really taking home? And then she can't even do anything with anyone else for a year. And then there's even more stipulations put on her for 2 years. Like, this is beyond disrespectful. This is beyond disgusting. This is beyond lowballing. They literally wanted to use her as a slave. This is slavery. This woman is an Academy Award winner, and this is the thanks that she gets for all her hard work, longevity, and talent. Her last movie making over double what it took to produce, and this is the thanks that she gets. This is what Netflix feels is appropriate for an Academy Award winner. Yet Amy Schumer is stealing jokes. Her movies are tanking. She's basically a pile of shit. And you can see on the review how nobody liked that crap. But now they think they're going to recoup off the back of Monique. And then they're going to get a big payday by making her a slave. See, this is what they think. They really think Black people are just dumb and don't know what they're reading. They thought that $500,000 was going to be amazing in her eyes. Oh my God, that's a lot of money. That's $500,000. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. You know, Netflix can go straight to hell. And I stand with Monique, and I'm so glad that she released this, because now all her detractors, all of the Negroes who was talking shit about her, can shut the fuck up, and they owe her an apology. They were willing to go listen to this hating ass Black woman, hating piece of shit, gay Black dude, Jawn, whatever the hell his name is, hold up a piece of paper. They didn't see anything on that paper. Held up a piece of paper. He probably had a game of hangman on that bitch, and set up here and say this about their woman, and they lapped that up. They just licked his ass for it. You know, just believed everything he said. Now he has been proven as a flat out liar. Everyone, including myself, who really sought unity within our community, is just not going to happen, because you have too many snakes in the grass. You have too many people who are willing to throw their own under the bus, and until those people are totally pushed from the crowd of those who actually want to do something, I do think it's very few people who want to break away from this system, because I do believe a lot of Black people are benefiting to some way. And I'm not talking about monetarily. It's just they feel like they're benefiting in some way by being in this system. They love this system. They uphold this system. You know, anytime you can sit up here and be going against your own, to your own detriment, holding up at Amy Schumer, just tracing that name, that last name, back to what it is, you would cape for that over your own? It's disgusting. It's disgraceful. You know, like I said, no loyalty, no honor, no fucking self-worth at all. People are being exposed left and right. You know, with Umar, you know, I don't know about him. It's just that when I first saw him, the reason why I never talked about him, because I actually sat down and watched something that he did. He looked like a preacher to me. He looked like a Christian preacher. A lot of these people are being exposed, who you listen to, who are big on social media, within the Black sector of social media, because these people literally came from the pulpit of the prosperity preaching and came on this pro-Africanism, pro-Black stuff, and came out here preaching and getting money. So they just switched up the message. And I'm not saying all out there. There are people who help, who want to help their community. See, this situation where everybody was grasping for everything, not to feel that guilt of you're disloyal, you have no loyalty, you have no respect for who you are and where you came from, and you can't even help somebody out who's not even asking anything from you. This woman didn't ask anything. She didn't ask you to come out her pocket for not one penny, not one red cent. Actually, what she was asking you to do would have put a couple pennies in your pocket, but you couldn't even do that.